So back to my story time. So just like I was saying, my baby daddy was cool with everybody that didn't like me, or everybody who seemed to not like me. And I didn't understand that. Now, he was on the job and I with me, my baby daddy, and I couldn't understand why people was coming back and telling me that he was talking about everything me and him do when I would go see him on the weekend, what we do in bed, even talking about me up under my clothes to these random people who was our co-workers slash friends. He just did a lot to me, and I couldn't understand. Like, he was a person who was already had homeless. Then his mama, who was a real estate agent, who really had money like that. I mean, she got money, but she helped him get an apartment, and it was a nice apartment. Had a fireplace inside of the 1 bedroom apartment and everything. But he couldn't seem to he wasn't keeping up with paying the rent at that apartment, because I spent several nights over there with him. Not only that, he couldn't even pay the light bill when he was supposed to. And this dude had 2 jobs at the Bush Airport. So, like I'm saying, like he used to tell me whenever I would ask him for bus fare so that I can get to work, he had the audacity to tell me one time, if you're going to be with me, you need to be responsible. You can't be irresponsible. And I'm like, just like I told him, just like you're not responsible either. You stand in an apartment and can't even keep your light bill paid. So let's not talk about responsibility. But I don't know. He was cool with people who really did not like me at the job. And it just made me feel so bad, because this nigga would come home with me after work at times, several times, just for me to cook him some breakfast. And then him to stretch his fat belly ass out in my bed, taking up all the space, because he's tall and I'm short. But it's like, dude, why are you cool with people who don't like me? Now, I'm about to bring up the situation that I'm talking about as to why I say that he's cool with my enemies at the Bush Airport at this time. You're gonna say, because these 2 girls, well, these 2 20-year-old girls who was working on the same shift with me. He was working on another shift, but in another terminal. I was working in Terminal B, and the girls that was talking about me behind my back to him was working in Terminal B with me also. He was working in Terminal C, which I later on was transferred to work in Terminal C because the boss that I had said that I was goofing around. Just it was just a mess. But anyway, he told me one day when I didn't come to work because I didn't feel good, and this like was early in the pregnancy when I wasn't even showing yet. He gonna tell me that these two hoes that work with me saw him at the bus stop by himself, came up to him and asked him, "Is me and him still together?" He said, "Yeah." He's telling me that they're saying, "Why did he choose me? I'm ugly. I don't never keep my hair fixed. I always wear the same long ponytail." He just, and then telling him that he could have did better than me. So mind you, these two sluts are my co-workers. They speak to me. They're friendly with me every day on the job. But when my baby daddy told me that, it seemed like right after he told me that, me and him got paid. We got paid on a Friday. And he gonna tell me why he at my house, sitting in my house, after spending the night with me. Could you go and get your nails and your toes done, please? Please, for me? I looked at him, I'm like, what you want me to go get my nails and toes done for? Because them hoes told you to tell me that? He's like, nah, but it ain't because of them, but my other baby mama used to keep herself up all the time and used to always go get her nails and toes done, and I'm trying to figure out why you don't do that. And I really would appreciate if you would go do that. I looked at him, I said, first off, you is listening to what they said to you. Second of all, fuck you and them. And third of all, I get my nails and my toes done when I get good and goddamn ready. I said, you ain't doing nothing but coming around me, using me anyway. He gonna talk about using you. How am I using you? I said, because you have your own apartment. Even if you don't have no lights and no air, you have your own place. But you're always over here. I have a refrigerator full of food. You don't. I have air conditioning in my at my place. You don't. My lights are on. Yours are off. But here you is sitting up there being cool with hoes that don't like me. You're cool with my enemies, and I'm looking at you funny because, like, why are you always talking to them when I'm not around? Because he told me that's not the first time he's had a conversation with them. But it was not always about me. Telling me that they even asked him when that he gonna invite them to his apartment. And he would just treat me any old kind of way. Now, it's another girl on the job that he told me that him and her was talking. They was gonna get together before me and him got together. Saying that people he telling her, no, she told him to come here on the job, and she telling him that people on the job is telling him why is he with me when he's always in a bunch of females' faces, knowing that he's a hoe. So, and saying that people were saying stuff about me. Now he had a habit of telling me that people was telling him that I'm ugly. And he even called me ugly a couple of times himself, but I'm like, first of all the co-workers that work with us, that friends with us, always tell me that you're ugly. I say, but every time they say that about your stupid ass, I always take up for you and tell them that you're not ugly because we're in a relationship. But you are cool with people who call me ugly and who talk about me, and I'm starting to feel like, why did I even get in a relationship with you if you're not gonna defend me behind my back? He's gonna say this. He's like, well, I may not have always took up for you. Anytime people was calling you ugly or saying stuff about you, but I do have your back, and I told them that me and you gonna be together no matter what, and then that I do love you, and I want you to know that I love you anyway because you are pregnant with my child, and that means something to me because you're pregnant with my child. He gonna try to be heartfelt and say that to me. My answer to him was, boy, fuck you. I didn't want to hear that. Don't try to act all sentimental and tell me some heartfelt words after you've been consulting and being friendly and cool with people who don't like me. Like, is you kidding me? You got me fucked up and they got me fucked up too, is what I told him. He's like, I'm not cool with them. You just think that. I'm like, yes, you are cool with them too. And just thinking about this, just reminiscing about this situation, making me mad all over again. I'm about to end this video because I do have to run an errand and run to the store. And I really don't feel good this morning. But I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. It's a very true story. And until then, y'all stay blessed.